So how long have you been living in here, sir?
About 3 months now.
And you said you were living in Chimney Rock?
No, I lived down here in Clinton, but I was at Chimney Rock, and I seen all of that damage, that they done. And they wouldn't let nobody go through there, and I wanted to go through there and take pictures, but they wouldn't let me. They turned me around right quick, like I wouldn't even dare to start with.
Oh wow. And you were were you affected by the storm?
Oh yes, I tell you, that's the worst storm I have ever seen in my life. I've been through a lot of them. Come on in.
Oh yeah.
And as I'm gonna say, as young as I am, I ain't gonna say old because I'm not old. and but this time I was standing out there on my porch, and when that storm come up, and I was watching the trees just tumble over at my house. I still got trees all the way in the back of my house, up beside the house and everything. They finally come and got it cleaned out of the front yard, but they hadn't got it on the side or the back of it yet. And that flood right behind my house, it pushed all of that creek right up under my house, and it washed everything away, and
Oh
it was
gosh.
unreal.
Wow.
But I thank the Lord that, it could have been worse, but if it hadn't have been for him, it would have been worse.
And what are your interactions with FEMA? How has that been for you?
Well, they came out, they took pictures and everything. And, I reckon they done everything they could do at the time. So they took all the information they needed. And then when they took it back, all the paperwork back, and then they come back to me, and said they denied me, of the assistance that I needed. And I didn't argue with them, because I know it's a disaster. My house now is just like a ghost town. I was out there just today, and it's like a ghost town. I had to throw everything away that was inside my house.
Oh man. And is FEMA paying for your hotel stay?
Yeah, now they are paying, for this. That it was real nice to pay for that, which I really, really appreciate that, because I didn't have the money, because that there's costing me a whole bunch of money out there that I really didn't have at the time. But they are paying for this, that lady come to the house today, and she said, you gonna be out there till January the 10th or the 18th? I said, yes, ma'am, at the hotel room here. She said, you ready to get back home? I said, I'm ready to get back to civilization. This ain't no civilization around here.
And where will you live after you're done staying at this motel?
Well, as soon as we can get through with my house and everything, they done a lot of work out there, but they still lack a lot. And as soon as they get through with that, then I'm going right back home again.
So you can still, it's fixable, your house and
Yeah,
everything.
right. It was
Okay.
fixable, but it's taken a long time to get it fixed, because it took everything inside my house. It broke the windows on the side, and that water and rain just washed right in. That wind just brought them limbs through there. I just had purchased a brand new microwave, and now it's rusty where it's been there under that water and stuff. But
Yeah.
but that's nothing. That's not a thing in the world to worry about.
Oh, well, yeah, I remember you telling me a little about that when you had one up there to Chimney Rock and how your other car got.
Yeah,
Can you tell her a little bit about
yeah.
how that happened?
That other car I had, and I got up there, and trees fell in the road, power lines and everything. My car, the tree, when they fell on the car, the car went over the trees, the power line, and the telephone poles. And the only way they could get my car out of there was to bring that tractor and then lift it up and pull it. And then that's when they cut the tires on my car. They took all of my front brakes off. I just had to put brand new brakes on it. And my rack and pinion steering, I don't have no steering on it right now.
That's your car right there.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so you?
had,
Oh.
I think you had a. Didn't you have a different car?
Yeah,
that
right.
was
I had
Chimney
a,
Rock?
yeah.
Okay.
It was a new car
Yeah.
that I had. And which, after all of that happened and everything, my insurance paid for the car, and the insurance didn't leave me but $225 out of the whole thing.
And during the hurricane, you were here, but how did your car get? What was it doing in Chimney Rock?
Well, I went up there on vacation.
During the hurricane?
Right. I didn't know it was
Oh.
a hurricane up there.
Yeah. So you were stuck up there.
Right, for a little while.
And then you come home, and then your home here is.
Right, and then it struck
flooded.
down there, tore everything up around here.
Wow. So you really saw a whole lot of damage. Well, I'm glad that I guess your house is being fixed, so it's a work in
Right.
progress, and yeah.
Yeah, they told me, after I got out there today at my house, they said, you're going to need new furniture, but your floors was in excellent shape.
Well, that's
They got the water out of there before the water done any damage to the floors.
And who's helping you? Volunteers?
Just
or?
volunteers. Well, most of the people over here at the church, that I go to, I got them guys over there, they came out and done which they was 80 years old. And they done real good, as old as they was.
Yeah.
But mostly volunteers come out there. And this guy, I say it'll probably take probably another month, maybe a month and a half before we can get it finished. Because I got to put new walls in there. I got that sheetrock in there, and that water just demolished it. It's done crumbled off the wall. I'm going to have to pull all of that off, put new walls up and everything.
Richard and Richie is also. I'll talk to him about
Yeah.
doing some of that for him.
Yeah, okay. Wow, well, I wish you the best of luck, and
Thank
it was
you.
nice meeting you.
It was
and
real nice to
thanks
meet
for
you
sharing
too.
your story.
But
Yeah.
like I say, if I don't get nothing out of it, I still got the Lord on my side.
That's right.
Yeah.
He'll never leave us.
That's right.
When He tells you He'll do something, He'll do it.
Amen. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank y'all for coming by.